My name is Patricia Cantu, Assistant Chief with the Houston Police Department. I have Captain Castleberry with the Harris County Sheriff's Department. At 1:21 hours, HPD received a call of a deputy assist on the radio. A deputy hit by a vehicle, suspect shot in the hand. Officers arrived immediately. Upon arrival, the officers observed 4 deputies working in full uniform at an extra job here at this nightclub. Upon our investigation so far, it's still in preliminary. Things can change. It was discovered that the officers believed that there was a suspicious vehicle in the parking lot. As they were approaching the suspect, the driver of the vehicle, the driver begins to pull out of the parking spot very aggressively, which pinned the deputy into another car. And so as the suspect is driving away in the burnt orange vehicle that you see behind me, he starts to spin off. He shoots off two rounds, and he hits 2 vehicles in the parking lot. He comes around trying to exit at this gate where it's closed, so he tries to force his way out. The vehicle appears to have spun around, and once it spun around, the deputies approached him, pulled him out the vehicle, and were able to take him into custody. There was another passenger in the vehicle of the burnt orange Dodge Charger. We're not sure of what his relationship, when he's a person of interest. We're not sure. Like I said, he's not a suspect at this time. We do ask that he come forward to give us additional information. We do know it's possibly a Hispanic male, wearing a black hoodie with braids. That's all the information we have at this time. The deputy is in stable condition, was transported. Suspect was transported. And once again, that's all we have at this time. The information could change. We're still reviewing the body-worn cameras. The Sheriff's Department is. And if y'all have any questions for Captain Castleberry. Questions?
So, sir, reference the vehicle, then you said fired 2 rounds into the parking lot, correct?
It appears, yes, when we know 2 shots were fired. We know there's 2 casings on the ground. There's 2 holes in the vehicle, so we're assuming that the shots were accurate.
And that person is the one that was hit in the hand?
Yes, the left hand.
And then by their own?
The suspect, yes, the driver of the vehicle.
The suspect was hit by their own shot?
The deputy discharged a firearm as he was trying to flee. The 2 rounds hit inside the vehicle.
Okay.
And so when he tried to spin around, the deputies pulled him out and discovered that his hand was shot.
And this is after the deputy had been pinned
Yes.
in that car?
Yes.
That's when another deputy fired into that car?
No. The deputy that fired into the vehicle was the same deputy that was pinned in against the other vehicle. So only one deputy was involved in the shooting.
He was alone. There was no other.
Another deputy was approaching a different vehicle.
Right.
So, yes.
Okay. Did they believe this was a stolen vehicle?
Right now, we're not sure what they just know that it was suspicious. The vehicles appeared to be suspicious, so we don't know what.
Suspicious about it.
The behavior of the suspect. So they just went to ask questions. Nothing. They weren't trying to detain him or anything. They were just trying to ask a question. And as he's approaching, he comes out the space and pins him against the car.
This parking lot, does it belong to this club here?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
Do we know where the suspect was coming from?
He was coming from the bar.
Coming from the bar,
Yes.
got into the car, and then the deputy was patrolling the area? Was he on
They were
security?
working. They had 2 deputies work in the parking lot and 2 inside the club.
What was this deputy doing? Was he working security? Was he patrolling the parking lot?
Yes.
Okay, he was one
Yes.
of the 2.
Yes. I believe that's what.
Okay. Yes. And did you say the other person in the vehicle left the scene?
Yes.
And you're looking for
Yes. And just as a person of interest, we don't know his involvement. He wasn't the driver. The person that pinned the deputy was the driver of the vehicle.
Did the suspect say anything about the incident?
Not yet. Like I said, we're still in the investigation. They're doing the walkthrough. So right now we don't have all that information yet.
There was a lot of people obviously out here milling about. Was it a chaotic scene? Just describe when everyone, you guys all got on scene. What was going on out here?
Well, when we arrived, most of us, it was already, the scene was secured. People were still here because they're waiting for their cars in the parking lot. So it wasn't chaotic. Everything was under control. Luckily, nobody was injured severely. So we're just glad that nobody really got hurt.
Are you taking statements from these people, or they're just waiting to get their cars and leave?
They're waiting to get their cars. A lot of them people were inside the club. They didn't come out until they realized that something happened outside.
Is it the deputy stable?
Yes.
Is it going to be okay? Can you talk about injuries and all?
Captain?
Yes, I was informed that he's at the hospital, and they have taken x-rays. He has pain from his right lower knee down to the ankle, but he doesn't believe anything is broken. It's just hurting with some bruises. And that's fine.
End up against another vehicle.
Yeah,
Is that
right.
correct? Okay.
Yes, yes.
How long has he? How many years has he been? With
He's a
it?
10-year veteran. He's assigned to our proactive auto theft division.
Assigned to the what division?
Proactive auto theft.
And the suspects division.
I'm not sure on that. I wasn't briefed on that.
He's stable.
Yes, he's okay.
So
Yes.
suspect and deputy both were taken to the hospital?
Yes.
Soon afterwards?
Mhm.
What charge?
Ma'am,
What charges?
I'm not sure at the moment. You know, it's still we are still trying to get everything. Just trying to figure out how what all happened. And then once we finish here, I was told that they're going to go speak with the deputy and the suspect, and then from there they'll determine what charges will be filed.
And was your deputy off duty, just working extra security job at the time, or was he on duty?
No, he was off duty, like the chief said. He was working an extra job, which is the parking lot, which belongs to the club. I don't know if they own the parking lot, but that's where the patrons park, and then they go in there.
So all 4 officers that were here working security, all are with Harris County Sheriff's Office?
No, I was told 3 were. Yes, 3 of the 4. Yes.
Can you just one last thing? You said he was with the proactive auto theft division. Can you just what does that division do? What is that? Just what it sounds like?
So basically, what that unit does is we proactively go after auto theft suspects. When you're dealing with like Cadillac converters, fresh stolens, and things of that nature.
You
So
can't say whether or not this car was stolen, and that's why he was approaching.
not at this time, but he had suspicion that it, possibly was. Yes.
Any other questions before we do Spanish?
Can you just give us say and spell your first name we already got?
Yes, my name is Grady Castleberry. I'm a captain at the sheriff office over the Special Investigative Division, which includes the proactive auto theft.
Can you spell your last name?
Castleberry.
Thank you.
Not a problem.